Addictive show. Here we go, brown folks. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We are here. We just trying to get this last little connection going on, and it's about to go down. We're gonna have some grown folk table talk. Yes, some grown folk table talk. Welcome, 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 welcome to the Donna Smith Show. Hello, everybody. We are here. Thank you for being so patient. You know, when you're dealing with trying to click. I was just telling the panel when I was getting ready to go live, I forgot how to go live. This is I don't know. My mind went blank for a minute, but we here. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us this evening for some Grown Folk Table Talk with your hostess, Donna Smith, and her lovely panel today. Welcome, Garrett, John Timothy Mims, and Cordell Bradley. Anyone else who wants to join us, please let me know. We're live on streaming on YouTube, also on Zoom. So if you want to be present on Zoom, I'll send you the link. If not, just click on join in on YouTube and wherever else, because you know it's out there, y'all. But thank you. How's everybody? I want to say welcome, and I also want to say before we get started that we talk about all kinds of topics, you guys, grown folk, real life. Sometimes it just steps on a few toes, but we're not trying to or mean to offend anyone. We are just having some grown folk dialogue and fun. Opinions are strongly welcome. We are not judging anyone based on their character or anything of that nature. I do ask that there is respect at all times with your comments, with your chats, and also with the panel, because sometimes they may tick you off too. Okay. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Let's go on and what we do before we get started, you guys.
We forgot. We all forgot.
On the Donna Smith Show. We get started with our host to the hostess with mostest. You know what? I don't know why. No Cavassier today. Where's yours at? Oh,
right here.
You got yours too? You got yours too? Oh, you got Starbucks? No, that ain't Starbucks, huh, Garrett?
No.
Click, clank.
I mean, I made.
Some you made. You blended it up?
Yeah.
Okay, healthy. Right on. That is, you know, when you can get that blender going, that bullet, whatever it is you use, and put your stuff in there, blend it up, throw your healthy bananas and berries and strawberries and melons and stuff like that in there, and whip you up something nice. That's the best. That's the best, you guys. Put a little protein. Some people put raw eggs in theirs too. I don't know if you put raw eggs in yours, but I usually like to do them in the summertime, but it's good to do them all during the year whenever you get a, you know, and if you can, do one in the morning to start your day off. I don't be having enough time to even put my toast in the toaster. So I know I can't blend up no smoothie in the morning. That ain't gonna happen, y'all. Maybe on my day off. You know what I mean? But if you guys got any suggestions, any recipes you want to share with us on how to blend up, my thing is trying to keep my protein plentiful. So anything with plenty of protein is always a plus and a good thing to get it started. With that being said, anybody got anything to share? Anything happened with your day, with your week, with your night, with your month, with your anything that you would like to share, whether it's good, bad, happy, or sad? We like to be here to support you with your thoughts and your feelings. Anyone have anything? No. I haven't did a show in over a week, and y'all don't have nothing that went down in that lick of time.
No.
Gareth, no? Did you buy a new blender?
No.
Wow. Cordell, did you go out to any fancy new restaurants?
No, 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 no. My mama said no more restaurants. Can't go out to eat no more. I said I want to go to McDonald's. She said, no, 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 no. I got McDonald's at home.
Oh, you can't go to McDonald's no more right now?
Nah, no restaurants for me.
Oh, you trying to cut down?
Yeah, just a little bit. Since
Okay.
COVID's coming back around, might as well get back in the kitchen,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What about you, John? You been cooking a little more?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's the cool thing. Yeah. I
That's
was
real
trying to
good.
look at something. I was trying to share something, but that's okay.
Well, whenever you find it, we here for you to share. You know how we do. But yeah, it's been a very interesting, busy week. Busy week for me. It seems like because where I work is getting really, really busy right now this time of year. And I'm doing some extra hours, and with the commute and the extra hours. And I do want to say this too. I have had to extend or change or flip the dates of the show and everything. When I have to do it, especially last minute, it's usually because some last minute something came up. Either I took on a shift to stay later, trying to get some extra coins, or stuck in traffic, whatever. It's kind of difficult during the week with the commute and trying to get here and start a show in the evening. So unless I know that I'm going to be available, usually it's no cancellation, but Sundays seem to work okay right now. And periodically on a Monday, we switch it according to the vibe. So I apologize if this has thrown anybody off or caused any type of disappointment, because we ain't been able to put that grown folk talk on the table. Y'all hear me? Okay. Now, what about current events? Anything in the news that struck you guys' attention that you may may want to bring up? Anything interesting that lately, other than the same old stuff, the Trump stuff, the student loan stuff, I think the student loan payment's supposed to start back up this month or next month.
I think they're still doing them.
And I think they're trying to offer this income driven plan, something for people who income situations warranted, and if you have certain amount of dependents, or because some people's income have went down significantly, or situations may have changed, may have lost their jobs, what have you. And so they're trying to work with some in that regard too, since we didn't get that student loan forgiveness that we were so waiting for, So anybody get hit with it? I know JJ said he was waiting to hear something about his, but he didn't hear anything. You Cordell, you good? No student loan situations?
I've been out of school since 1981.
Oh my God.
Didn't know the school a nickel.
Wow. 1980 award?
Yeah.
81?
Yeah. High school 77. Came out of state in 81. Didn't know him in nickels. I said, hey, I'm done.
And the crazy things we do, when we young, we just, I remember when I graduated from high school and I had, academically, I was, up there where I did get a scholarship. I got a full scholarship actually to San Francisco State University, computer science major. And you're so young and big-headed and think you know everything, right? I went on to school, but then 6 months later, I decided I wanted to be grown. It was time to move out. It was time to get a job. Back then, I didn't understand. I didn't have to pay the school a red cent. You hear me? For nothing. But this company loved my voice. I was working on a summer job for an insurance company, and this company called And I answered the phone, and the guy was like, "Oh, wow, you have such a wonderful voice. You know, we're looking for someone to answer our phones at our company, da, da, da. You know, and how much are you making there?" And I told them, and they said, "Well, we can match that with paying you $4 extra more an hour." And whoom, whoom, whoom. Back then, that wasn't, you know. But I was like, really? And I was going to school part-time. All of a sudden I decided, okay, I want to go to school. I mean, I want to go to this job full-time. Oh, I'm gonna go back to college. I'm gonna get there. Let me go on and do this. Man, we do the silliest things. Yeah. I ended up going to college here and there, here and there, doing my adult years, piecing it together, getting credits, getting a little degree. Then went back when I was 50 years old and really got a degree. And I had to pay something. I mean, I got a lot of good scholarships and stuff like that, and you know, free money out there, but still had to end up paying some. But I say the thing, and I end up going to San Francisco State and graduating from them too. So it was bittersweet and sentimental at the same time. Because as I walked through the campus as a mature adult, I flash back and remember that when I did it, you know, at 18, 19 years old, and how stupid I was for deciding to go work for that company that laid me off 8 years after I worked for them for 8 years, and they decided to get somebody else with a pretty voice. Boy, bye.
Well, the longer you live, the more you learn.
That's right. So I'm here to say, especially if you get full ride scholarships, you get an opportunity to go to college, ride with it. Don't be crazy. These little jobs out here are here today, gone tomorrow. And that little money they paying you ain't nothing. And guess what? When they get rid of you, they're going to get somebody else right there in your shoes and keep it pushing. So
Well,
get your education.
The thing I would say to that, it would be, you're going to always have to work, no matter what. But you have to really capture your moment when you can. Usually you can do it a lot better when you're younger.
When you're younger.
When you're older, you have more responsibilities and obligations, so you be a little more stressed on it. So
it's a little more stress. What one thing I can and will share is that going back at a mature age to pursue a bachelor's degree, I was at a mature, understandable stage in my life where I appreciated it more. And I was focused, and I was more hungry, and I was more attentive. I sat in the front of the class. You know, I took notes on everything. When I was younger, you playing around, you BSing, you don't look at it as serious, you know, but I can appreciate being able to do that again. And man, if I should have just kept going. That's what I should have did. I should have kept going. But you know, you just have to appreciate it and be focused, and you know, and just and I think too, I mean, I was one of the first in my family to graduate college. So, you know, when you do have that background of educated college people in your family, I think you're pushed a little bit more because they appreciate it and they've been through the struggle. But when you have family that has never really went there, been there, they really don't know how to push and motivate you in that way. I mean, that's my opinion.
Well, I would say this, without the previous generation being college grads, it might be true, but usually I would say most people that come from humble beginnings have self-drive anyway. They know how to self-push themselves to motivate themselves to take on challenges that might be a little tough. But it's always good to have somebody that encourages you along the way, because the journey can derail you, and there's a lot of pitfalls that come up too in that process of that journey. So either way, it's really A tough deal if you're doing it by yourself. It's even tougher when you're trying to work and do it at the same time with, you know, paying for your own tuition and working at school
Yes.
and everything else. So,
And you have a family and you have
Yeah.
other responsibilities.
yeah,
It's,
to
it's
be
quite challenging.
overwhelming. Yeah, you got to really manage your time. You got to sacrifice a lot of things, and you got to be committed.
You definitely do.
Yeah.
And I think we all can vouch for that at some point, whether it was education or just life-changing events where you've had to be focused and committed, and you've had to do a lot of sacrificing to get to the next level or to do something greater in your life, or, you know, follow your passion or whatever it was. You have to really want it. You have to be driven, you know, because it's going to take you getting there. I don't care what nobody else say. You can have somebody sitting down doing every test for you. But if that motivation is not there within you, it's going to be a wrap, you know?
Well,
So
the
with
biggest,
that being said,
yeah,
that you know, I mean, I don't know. Each situation is uniquely different, right?
right.
It's uniquely different.
The one
And
thing that's I can't say that will usually come up, because most of us have haters, and you're always going to have somebody that doubts you or say it's not worth the cause. You know, you're not going to make it. You know that it's not worth the effort. You should go to work, do something else. So they don't know what's good for you. They see what didn't work for them. They think you're just going to have the same outcome for you. And that ain't the case. It's just what you want to do, as opposed to what they think you should do.
that's right. Everybody's focus and ambition and drive is different. And what did not work for someone else does not mean it will not work for you. I don't, I'm sorry, go ahead, John.
No, I was listening because the cold part is someone who went to a university, I mean, and was doing good in the university, was a good football player and everything, you know. But then later says to someone else, I don't know what you're going to school for. You're just going to be right out there mainly digging ditches. Now, this is someone who done went through it, but tell someone else, I don't know what you're going to school for. You know,
That you gonna be digging
you're
dishes,
going to be,
or you could possibly be digging
no,
ditches.
that's what you're going to be doing. You ain't going to basically saying, I don't know what you're going for. You ain't going to do good in school or whatever.
I think that's crazy. I think that's
It's just that to shoot people. So
is that a hater, or is that
my
a
point is people will shoot other people down for whatever reason, like Cornell said, they got going on in their life or whatever. So a lot of times it's not always because they didn't go to the university or they didn't get the certain job or whatever. It's just sometimes it's whatever else they got going on with that person, with that person. Some people have some embedded stuff that's inside and it comes out in their actions. Now, you don't know what's igniting this or motivating it or what have you, but you pay attention and you see in their actions and how they do things and the things they say. And it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Especially when it's folks close to you. Yes,
right, right. It's true, John. You have people that you may grow up with, they see you prospering and they don't know how you did it. You know, that their egos are too bold and attached to them. They don't want to say, hey, how'd you do that?
Mhm.
You know, let me try to do that.
Or just to
Just
say congratulations.
it's not built in inside them. They want to hate instead. They want you to be at their level instead of them elevating to your level. So it could be a catch-22 if you let it. But if you know where you're going and your determination, it's just people talking crazy because people don't talk anyway.
You
Exactly.
have to be at that point in your life where your self-esteem is intact and you believe in yourself enough to not allow another to discourage you or throw you off track. Because sometimes, especially, you know, a lot of times it's someone who's really close and dear to you that'll throw those punches. And that hurts. And that could very well take someone off track because then they start doubting themselves.
Well, the person sees you doing something that they want to do but can't do. So then they start hating. That's when you have to really either say, hey, I got to distance myself from that person because that person ain't good for me. There probably was 5 years ago, but now they don't have my interests at heart. They have my interest to fail. They're not trying to uplift me. They're trying to hold me back.
And that becomes ever so obvious. Do you think that they should have a talk with that person before just cutting the cord? Or is it just the determination of you just saying, okay, I see it for what it is, and I'm just going to back away from them?
Just gotta fade away. You too focused on what you gotta do. You just gotta fade away. You could stay friends and, you know, honor them from afar, but just they can't get too close.
Yeah, and that's a shame because, like I said, sometimes it's long, it's friends that's been in your life for a very long time, or it's a close family member, you know, someone that you have strong emotional ties. Some people have spouses that they are with that they feel that should be, you know, supporting them through everything, but their spouse is jealous of the things that they're doing and they're trying to, you know, discourage them, you know, tell them what they ain't gonna do. This ain't gonna happen. You wasting time. You should just go on and do this. You should go on and do that. No, we not going to invest money in that. We need to be taking care of home. You want to put $10,000 into a dream that ain't gonna happen. You know, it goes over and over and over again.
Well, you know, a lot of people you got to think, a lot of times it has nothing to do with jealousy. You know, when it comes to family and thing, a lot of times it comes to dependency. A lot of folks are dependent on your presence. You go to do something, you either going to move away or your lifestyle going to change. You're going to be dealing with other people, other friends, certain things. When they see they're not in, see when people see you do certain things and they see it. So in casual conversation, they might say, "Hey, you know, what little Mikey doing?" You know, and they, oh, where's little Mike? Oh, Mikey, he up there. You know, he's always up there, you know, playing with them record players and making that noise, you know, with them records and everything. The next thing you know, little Mikey becomes known in the community as this good DJ and
Right.
things like that. You know, but see, but before then, you gotta understand, Mikey was in the house. Mikey was probably part of the, you know, the lease to help with whatever or whatever. We don't know, you know, but Mikey could have been a lot of other things than just the DJ in that house. But now that they see that's what he's doing and everything, it's not the jealousy, it's that, oh, this boy is growing and I'm not included. I'm not
So what
included.
happens when when they realize they're not included? Is that when they try to
That's
sabotage
when they
what
try
Mikey
to,
is doing?
exactly, and that's why you hear, just like you just said, that's why
Mhm.
folks sabotage they, whatever other folks got going on.
Yeah,
People is really shady. It's a trip how we don't believe. I mean, you can see these things in shows or whatever, but
yeah.
people literally will sabotage you, and some do it in subtle ways. They build on it because they don't just hit you in the face. They don't just smack you in the face, but they build up
They
on you.
gut
They
punch you.
build up
Wait,
on
hold on, hold that thought, John. Hi, Tanisha. I told Gareth to tell you. I just want to. I just don't. We're in the middle of the show, but I just told him to tell you that look out for Monday, Tuesday. You'll get your book and CD in the mail. Okay. Okay. And can she hear me? Turn
because
your
he took the
microphone on. Turn your microphone on.
turn your
you.
microphone. Oh, there
Yeah,
you go.
I told Gareth to tell you Monday or Tuesday, look out for your book and CD. It'll be in your mail.
Okay.
Okay. Just tell a friend. Thank you for supporting what I do.
You welcome.
Okay. Well, now I got to get John back on track with what he was saying. I hope he remembered where he was. I'm sorry, John.
Oh, no apology.
I had to give her love. You know how she peek in sometime. I
Yeah.
had to tell.
No, but what I was saying is a lot of times we wonder, a lot of these things is because people close to us become dependent. We hear about a lot of people who didn't go on to college or whatever because they ended up, the things that were said laid this guilt trip on them to where they didn't want to go far. So they started going to the community college when they had opportunity to probably go somewhere distance. But that guilt trick was played on them. And like I say, not a gut punch or a sock in the face, but just little tip, just little building blocks. Let's just keep building it, and that's why a lot of folks do not go after their dreams because people discourage them, not to say that or you're not any good or whatever, but they say, well, who's going to help me with it? What about this? What about your sibling? What about, or whatever. You know how it is, or lay all this other negative about why if you do go or whatever, so people don't even pursue their dreams and you hear a lot of stories because my family, whatever. When just think pursuing your dreams, you could probably do much more for your family.
And pursuing and moving forward. But like I said, if you if you're not at that point in your life and that particular family member, it could be your father, it could be your
Hmm.
mom, your grandparent, your brother, your sister, somebody very dear to you that's coming to you in that way. And you want to do these things, but you're not really built up to say there is nothing but the man above that's going to stand in the way of me doing what I want to do. And when you're not at that point, it's easy for somebody to bring you to stagnate your growth or to say something to make you doubt yourself or to become insecure or, why are you going to leave and go so far away? And, are you too old? You should have did this when you were younger. Why are you doing it now? And, you get beat down with all these things and you start, the mind get to playing tricks on you, the devil, and you end up just saying, okay, let me sit here right here at Taco Bell and do what I do. And this is what I'm supposed to do.
You said the answer though. You said, you know, it's supposed to be between, you sit up there and you say, well, this is just between me and the man upstairs. This is just between me and the Lord. Okay. But you say that, but there's no follow through. So
Mhm.
that's why when there's no follow through, when you're not consistently in prayer, and I don't mean every minute. You could drive out of your car and just say, "Thank you, Lord." That's prayer. That prayer is just communicating. Okay, so check it out. You sit up there and you say, "Nah, this between me and the Lord." You don't follow through, and just like you said, did the devil snatch and action?
That
Now,
was just getting there. You can't do
now
that.
he
Why
all
you doing that? You
on
know
there.
you ain't never
And the
been no
cold
good
part,
in that.
the other shoulder ain't got nobody on there.
It
Nobody.
happens.
You
You
getting beat
just,
upside
you
the
just,
head over here. It ain't nothing
and,
yet.
and because you ain't following through, and that's how you end up in that situation. It's crazy, because discouragement. The cold part about discouragement, it don't necessarily have to come from someone else. When we when we start self-evaluating, when we start doing that to ourselves, see what measuring rod is it, or what is it that we can use to make this evaluation? It's stuff about us that we are the biggest critics. We always say that, but it's stuff about ourselves that we already know. So we rank them in a certain way. Sometimes that, or most of the time, that doesn't even do us any justice. That doesn't. So now we beat ourselves up. Our self-esteem is down, and we become discouraged. Oh, I can't do this, and ain't nobody said a mumbling word to us. And so, so it's a lot of factors that come in when it comes to uh having, you can have a dream and you can have bright ideas and great, wonderful you know, um
Foresight.
things that will be successful, that could be successful, what have you. But the problem is, if the will is not there. See, I have a desire, but you don't have the will to make it happen, you know.
So a desire. Okay, let's talk about desire and will.
hmm
So the desire is having a desire in your heart to do X, Y,
Whatever.
Z. I
hmm
desire to, I don't know, be the greatest painter in the Bay Area, artist or whatever. But if you don't have the will, meaning what? To do things to get you to that point, or your connection and relationship in regards to faith, or your ability to just say, okay, I don't care what nobody say, whatever, I'm going forward. I confess this and I'm gonna make it happen.
But first, I'm gonna deal with the faith part. You can have the faith. You have faith in what? You have faith in the Lord Jesus Christ. You have faith that He gives you the ability to go and do, get on that treadmill. He give you, because this is, let me bring it home. You have a desire. A lot of folks have the desire to lose weight. You know, and okay, and you know that you have the ability to go and do it. God is not going to let you sit out there and die while you're going out there trying to, I'm just saying that's your number called. But uh theoretically, you can do all these things. You have the capability, you have the faith, but you don't have the will to go do it. See, that's the action.
The
A lot of
will is the action to
a
get
lot of
up
people
off the
have
couch
the
and do it.
a lot of people have a desire to lose weight. They make all these resolutions every year because they have a what? A desire. But then when they pay in, they'll even pay into the thing, right? Hold on. But oh my goodness.
You know what, John?
They don't I gotta hit this real quick. God, This is important. It's related to money.
Okay, we'll be here.
But I'm gonna hold that thought. I got y'all.
Okay.
I'll pick it up for you.
Thank you.
What
The
he's
will and the
what is-
desire.
so what he's getting at every year, there's always a campaign that comes out in January or the end of December saying, hey, come to Family Fitness, get your health on, we'll go have price, right?
You're right.
People love to make resolutions for what they think they want to do for next year.
That's the will.
No, that's
That's the desire.
Right. The will would be to be consistent and do it every day, no matter what. If you say, I got to go here first, I got to go there first, no, that's a distraction. The will is saying, hey, I'm going to do it every day until I reach my goal. Nothing's going to stop me. Nothing's going to stop me.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to have the consistency, the will, and the drive to meet your goal, whatever it is. There's always going to be somebody that either derail you, distract you, or to try to discourage you. It's up to you to have the drive to say, hey, I'm not going to let any of these things stop me. They might slow me down, but I'm still going to keep going. So
You have to have that, well, desire and will, would you say they go hand in hand? You have to start with a desire and then follow up with a will.
They can. It's just like you've been through a journey. You set a goal for yourself, for the next 10 days, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, right? And every day you mark a day off that you got through. So you're gonna keep doing that every day, no matter what. No matter what, I gotta meet this goal. I gotta meet this accomplishments for the day until I reach 10 days, which is the finish line of that goal.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be consistent. You got to have the desire, but the will is to get to the goal. And you're going to do it no matter what.
And I would say, and I mean, yeah, I get you. I'm with you. If someone has the will to do something and they do it and they do it and they do it, can it be absent from having the desire?
Yeah, I think, well, they usually run hand in hand, but yes, it could be, the will could be stronger than the desire. Because you got to remember that the brain itself gives you the will. It makes you consistent, but you got to have the desire to get started. So once you get started, the will take over because you can see your progress day to day, day to day, day to day. So the desire will get littler and littler as long as the will is still there that pushes you through. So,
well,
the will be consistent.
You can have will and desire can be absent because sometimes folks can have the will to participate in something or whatever, and they lose interest because they never did have that desire. They had a false inclination of they believed that they had this, oh, this is a good thing. It felt good. A lot of people don't. Sometimes that's why they say be careful about making someone else's dreams your dreams, because sometimes you can even have it, and it happened in relationships where people work together, and sometimes the spouse will make that one spouse their dream as well, instead of being the supportive one or the encouraging one. They made this their dream as well. So now they either div in real hard, or they class based off with someone else or they don't put in, or they fall off later after the other person has committed thinking that this person is really into this. And when that so-called false thought of that they thought this was what they wanted, then it's gone. Because some people would have they'll have the will to do things, but they know they didn't really. I mean, this just I'm gonna point this to women. It took some it took because that's will is mentally. It's mentally functioning, deciding to choose to deliberately carry out the purpose, right? Okay, so what Cornell said, that's the mental thing. So sometimes women will have they will have to mentally, well, they would have to deliberately decide mentally to carry out something for the purpose, but they didn't have no desire to. Ooh, I hate sleeping with him.
Okay, I understand, John.
I I hate sleeping with him, but I gotta sleep with him so I don't hear his mouth. Woo, why I marry that man?
He wasn't my first choice. Yeah.
So that's not the desire.
That's the
will, because she has to carry it out just
She
so she won't
mentally
hear his
chooses.
mouth.
She mentally chooses.
That's not a
Okay.
good example.
Okay, let me finish doing what I was doing because that was good.
That's not a good example,
Oh,
but
it's hilarious to me.
that's crazy. But anyway, I get it. I get it. Like he said, we can have the will and not the desire. The first thing came to my mind is if you have a partner that is into working out and they've been trying to get you to go to the gym. Well, you go ahead on and finally go to the gym just so you won't have to hear their mouth. They say you lazy, you don't want to work out, you don't want to do it. You really don't have a desire because you come home and eat cupcakes and everything else, and you still ain't to the point of wanting to change nothing. You just going through the motions just to appease your mate. That's what came to mind with me. A lot of times we do certain things. We carry out the will to do it just to keep down the commotion, but the desire is not in our heart. You get caught cheating. If the desire is not in your heart to stop cheating, right?
That was good.
You gonna cheat again.
But you had a will to go to the meetings and everything.
But you had a meal to go to, Cheating Anonymous, and go up to the altar, all kinds of stuff you had the will to do, but the desire was not in your heart to stop. You still let the flesh beat you upside the head every time, and whenever you saw a big booty, you chased it. Right? Am I on the right page?
You can use that as an example, yeah.
All right, good one. All right, I hope that helps somebody. We try to put these these topics out here on the table to try to help someone, because real life is real life. Grown is grown. When you get to a certain grown maturity stage in your life, you done been down some roads, you done been through some things, and a lot of times your experiences and most of the time your experience and your testimony helps another. And this is what I aim to do with our table talk, is to bring up topics that are sometimes sensitive, but are meant to help someone to improve their situation, or to think, just so, wow, I never looked at it like that. You know what I'm saying? So moving right along. I didn't waste some water on my notepad, so my ink didn't smeared. Lord have mercy.
This
ain't
invisible ink that is.
So I'm gonna try to get through this, but I got a little smear in this part right here. Okay, inquiring minds want to know, you guys.
Smear it up.
Inquiring minds want to know. My brother has battled addiction for over 15 years. He's been in jail and in rehab several times. Each time he gets out, it's a fresh start. And as a family, we all rally around him and help with money, job, referrals, etc. He's again in jail and will be released soon. I'm tired of the merry-go-round with him and the drugs. I pray for him, but I've set personal boundaries. My family thinks I'm being too hard on him and want me to be more supportive and sensitive. How long and how many, this is the part that how many, I guess, times do
More
we
times.
go through the drama with him? Please help me.
See,
So how many
well,
times,
you gotta stop saying we.
how long and how many times do we go through the drama with him? So I guess they're talking as a whole, the family, this and that, but basically the family is still trying to be supportive of him. But this particular sister, or brother, he just, because it says my brother who battled with addiction. So it could be a boy or girl.
It sounds like it's them because they said the family is saying that I am whatever, not being supportive and this and this. So it's not the family in agreement. I think just when they put we, so how long do we, they just put that, I guess, just
In general, I
conversation,
guess they're just speaking.
conversation sake, yeah.
Yeah.
But it is an individual thing.
Yeah.
That's not a group thing. That's an individual thing. Because it's how do you look at it? Because, and the reason to say it because you always hear people are what? They codependents.
So by them helping this particular sibling over and over again, this can be an act of codependency.
No ultimatums. Yeah.
Not out of love and support and just being there as family.
Support is look at this is the ultimatum. You need to get some help. That's love. Love is saying what you're doing here is not right. It's affecting the family and everything else. Now that's an individual choice that that individual is making. But we're sitting here saying, look, because we love you, you need to get this. We let you know. We telling you the truth is going on with you at that. So then you put that out there. How much? Then what else are you supposed to do? Especially if it's over and over. Because trust me, when they go to jail or whatever, a lot of them, depending on who it is, they sobering up. You know, they kind of clean for a minute, depending on how long they come
Yeah, they
out.
say he has a fresh
They
start
come
every
out
time he
looking
comes out.
good. Exactly. They come out looking good. But then you make that choice. Okay, if you feel mentally you're not strong enough, then you need to go to a treatment center. And the family need to say, this is the ultimatum. Next time you're going, this is what happens. You have to ask the judge, can you be sent to a program that you need to finish or whatever. He needs to speak up for himself because you can't nobody commit him. And you give him ultimatum. You don't want to do right? Well, check this out. I love you. I love you. I love you every fiber in my body. But I can't, I'm not going to run behind you because you make this is the decision you rather live with. You know? That'd be just like if, you know, I mean, I don't want to put it like that, but someone, or what is every parent supposed to stand out there on the corner with their kid because they decide, you know, to become prostitutes or whatever? So I'm gonna stand out here with you.
No.
You know? So you're not gonna run behind them like that. You got one who doing things like that. You offer them, you try to help them, you know, but you got to give them an ultimatum. You got to give them something, some type of uh, incentive or whatever
So if they
to be able
decide
to
that,
do
oh,
something.
you know, maybe they are in denial. Maybe they say, well, I don't need help, or I'm not going to do this again. I'm going to get my life together. I'm not going to do it. They come out and they mess up again. They go in. This time they get out. They need somewhere to stay. They need to start over, whatever. This particular person is saying, I'm done. I don't think I want to do this anymore with letting them ride on my coattail. Now, what the other family do, that's on.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, they gonna look at this family member as being the one that's not supportive, that's being dog, this and that.
So
So at what point does that family member that decides I'm tired of this, at what point do they start helping again? Once they go get help?
how much help when you giving help, how much help can you give? And I'm saying this from dealing with people who experience family members. So, you can give what kind of help, and then we got to understand me giving you $20 ain't helping you.
No.
That's making a way for you to go do what you need to do, what you want to do. Helping you is saying, look, I'm gonna go with you. Let me take you down here and try to see if we can get you into this program, or go try to talk to some people. Let me go with you to do. We'll go to the hospital, take you to the emergency, see if we can get you in there, get your social worker in there, whatever. That's helping them. But see, just because you offer doesn't mean people have to receive. That's their choice.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot, and unfortunately, some folks, they refuse to receive. They're aware, they're conscious of what's available,
Mm-hmm.
but they make a conscious choice as well to go in the direction that they're going to go. Now, addiction and drug use, yes, it's strong. But when you become aware of what's going on with you, now you have a responsibility to do something about it. You have the choice. Do I do something about this, or do I remain in denial? See, when you don't know that your addiction or whatever, you're ignorant. Ignorant. You just don't know. It's not a bad thing. You're just ignorant. You don't know. Because people they get turned out and they don't know. And they become hooked. But when you
Mm-hmm.
become aware of what this is doing, like you going in and out of jail and things of that nature, check this out. You are not, hey, when you tell a little kid, oh, you know better. See, when they smaller and they do something they don't know, you tell, you don't do that. No, no, no,
But
no,
once
no.
they know,
But then once they do it again, oh, to the no, you know better. That's what we say. See, and that's usually when we determine. I'm just gonna say that I know in the Christian faith, a lot of times they determine when the kids start talking about their faith or whatever, is when the kid is coming to that, I'm gonna say, to a mature level for their age group, for that age. And sometimes they say 7 or 8 or whatever, when a kid truly knows right from wrong. And that's the bottom line. So it's no matter how many times you do this, the bottom line is, when it comes to right is right, wrong is wrong. So the right thing is, you're aware, you keep going in and out of jail. You need to go up to because I'll tell them, next time you go, when you go see that judge, tell that judge, I've been coming in and out of here and this, and I really need to get into a program that's gonna take my butt, keep me up in there for a minute, and help me get something going on. But see, because that's their choice. You can't make their choice. See, you can't make them stop doing what they're doing through your so-called helping, or the way you help him. You
mm-hmm.
can't do it. Feed them, of course. They hungry, give them something to eat. You're supposed to. They need some clothes, go get them some clothes. You're supposed to. Should the word say, you seen I was hungry and you didn't feed me, you're supposed to feed them.
Yeah, I believe. I totally
you know.
agree.
But if we're going to help, we say, hey, you got to be, well, what they used to call it, tough love, Cordell.
Yeah.
Tell it
You
straight in the
can't,
face.
yeah, you can't really enable somebody when you know they need help.
Hmm.
They need help for themselves, not for the family, just for themselves. The burden that they put on the family is that the family keep falling into the same old trick bag every time. So they're really enabling this person to do what they do because he or she says, hey, I can do whatever I want to do. The family's got me. They got me. They that's my parachute. I'm gonna
Mhm.
fall. They gonna catch me. So even though I'm clean when I get out, I might be clean for a week or two, and after that, my family's gonna catch me until I
Yeah,
get locked up again.
right,
And then I
Mm.
right.
gotta put the house up and put this up, put that up. And maybe I don't get bail. Maybe I do get bail. Either
Right.
which way, the family is still doing something that they shouldn't be doing because they
Mhm.
Mhm.
are still enabling.
Yeah.
So it's like John said, people know what they're doing, but they don't realize how bad it is because they're in the dial, still in the
Mm.
dial. You know, it's just like saying, hey man, you're a thief. Every time we go in the store, you got to walk out with something. Why? I like to steal. No, you don't. You just want to steal. You got to have it.
Yeah.
So,
Some of
Yeah.
them are kleptomaniacs.
Yeah. But you
yeah,
know
but
what? Real quick, I'll say, uh, you, you got to listen to what they said to her. They said to her, she's not being supportive. She's not this. That's making her guilty of not doing whatever. They're on their own guilt trip. That's
right.
why they're operating the way they're operating. So they're trying to lay that guilt trip on her. Oh, you're not being supportive. So in other words, you're saying if we don't be supportive, we're going to be just like you. We're going to be guilty. We're going to be wrong. But they're misplacing what or misusing what supportive is.
Well, it's kind of like we talked about before the question, people put their own guilt on somebody else.
Hmm.
So,
Yep.
Mm.
same premise involved.
So this person says, how long and how many times they say do we, but they should be saying do I go through the drama with him? Please help. So
With your heart
they're
say no.
questioning whether they should back away or is there a number of times they should allow this to go on or whatever. What should we tell them?
See, when your heart say, it ain't no number of days. When your heart say, okay, I've done, I always
Everything
say,
I
what I
can.
always
Yeah.
say, like Popeye, I done done all I can do till I can't
All I
stand
can
no
do.
more.
That's it.
Till I can't stand no more. And then he go a different route. Now I gotta bust out the spinach. So see, that's what it is. You gotta do like Popeye. It ain't no time frame, and it ain't about with somebody else. See, you can't when you know you doing right in your heart. Can't nobody make you feel like you guilty.
That's right.
When you know if she's making this decision based on her heart, then don't feel bad and say, that's the way it is.
That's the way it is.
Shoot. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Because trust me, somebody gonna be behind her bailing out as well.
Yeah.
Somebody,
Yeah.
they just wait for her like DeSantis.
Yeah.
She gonna be the DeSantis. So as soon as she start doing stuff, the other governors gonna start
Yeah.
doing stuff. She gonna
So
be all right.
y'all think that she gonna get the heat? We saying
It don't
she, we
matter.
don't know. Do you think she's gonna get the heat from
She
everybody?
gonna she gonna
Well,
get the heat
this,
on
this
any
is,
decision she made.
yeah, it's just like John said, she's got it built in her heart that she's doing the right thing. So it's not going to impact her. It's not going to affect her. Her heart is pure. She's made up her mind. She's going to say, hey, I tried everything. I tried to help him. He's still doing what he's doing. I'm done. I'm good. I'm done. So if y'all want to keep helping him, go ahead. But I'm done.
She's not the solution.
No, he's it.
She's not the solution.
He's got to look at himself in the mirror and say, hey, I got to put a stop to this. Because he's the only one that can.
Yep. And a lot of times, you know, sometimes as close family, relatives, friends, you know, you have to, there's support that you can get too, because sometimes you could be codependent and you could be, you know, and you learn how to draw the line and discern certain, you know, behaviors that you're doing, because sometimes you're not even aware that you are enabling a person. You're not really aware of that. You just feel it. You feel emotionally that you are helping, that you are, I love this person and I'm helping because I love them. And no, I'm not enabling them. I don't want them to do what they do. But like John say, you give them $20, you know they ain't gonna do good by that $20. You just put in their hand if they got issues, right?
They'll be back next week for 20 more.
And they say, can I loan? And they know doggone well they can't pay you back. Can you loan me? No.
It's a trip when you see people out panhandling sometimes, like by the restaurants especially. Some, and I mean, I went. I was one time over there, off of 8th, you know, coming down in Oakland there, and the guy was in the thing there. So I said, "Are you hungry? You want something?" He was like, "Yeah, yeah." And so he came following the car. So I ordered him a Happy Meal, right? And so he came following the car, and he wanted me to give him money. So when I went to hand him some food, he said he grabbed it and took it and slammed it into the little narrow garbage can they had right there. So I don't want this, you know, crap.
He threw the food away?
Yeah, right there.
He wanted money.
He wanted money. See, the whole thing is, but see, this is what they say, this is the moral of the story. See, this is the thing. It didn't bother me because I did what I was supposed to do that was already set in my heart.
Right.
See, you're not judged on other people's, you're not looked at on other people's actions.
Right.
It's your action.
Yeah.
So if it was, if you had the discernment, thank you. If you had the discernment, if that was on your heart and you did what you're supposed to do, and sometimes doing what you're supposed to do is saying, no, you can't come here no more. You doing what you're doing, you can't come here no more. Because that energy is not allowed in my house. And see, what happens is a lot of times, like you were saying, Donna, we do things because we love them, but a lot of times, and then we start finding ourselves giving them doing this or whatever, but we don't realize there's a change in our lifestyle that we don't even realize that takes place. Because then now we start operating on a certain time frame away from the way we used to operate. We start cooking, we start doing it, we start doing a lot of things because of what that energy that's inside my home brings. That energy could be bringing somebody going through your stuff or stealing your stuff or whatever. And all you do is you rearrange or you try to adjust so you can still whatever function. So you changing what's going on. It's a cold thing, and you have to say no.
Yeah.
You have to say
and
no.
not feel bad about saying no.
Well, you got to know, because you don't. It's not that not feel bad. You got to know. You got to know in your heart, and you ain't got to worry about not feeling bad, because that shouldn't even take place if you know in your heart. So that question shouldn't even come up. Sure, if somebody do see it, you can say it with no hesitation. I do not feel bad,
So
and
the
that.
question is not how many times, how much longer should I do this? The question should be, are you going to stop doing this? Yes or no? And if you're not going to stop doing it, then you're going to be codependent to a situation until you're ready to get off that horse of going back and forth with this person, being an opportunist for you to bounce back on you when they come out, live lavish for a minute and go back in because they're doing drugs or what have you. So the choice and decision is individually yours. The person who's asking this is individually yours, not what everybody else is thinking, not what everybody else is doing. It's what you feel good and comfortable doing in your heart. If it's time for you to step back, and that's the best thing to try to help your brother, then it's time for you to step back. And until everybody else get to that point, let them do what they do. You can't judge them, and they can't judge you. Anything else you guys got to say? Gareth, you good?
Good.
Y'all good with that? I think we helped them to the best of our ability, right? I'm not going to keep tonight's show long, but I did want to talk a little bit about, I did a short on YouTube regarding baby mama and baby daddy having access. And I was talking to someone earlier about this, going more in depth, because it was just really a hot topic. And it was a reality check, I think, for some, because you have this baby daddy, baby mama, you have kids, and some think that you are entitled to a lifetime of benefits with that person outside of the kid.
Really?
You see what I'm saying?
Really?
They feel like if I want to hit it sometime, if I got money issues, whatever it is, that ain't got nothing to do with my baby, whatever, I'm the mama or I'm the daddy, and I came before that one, and I came before that one, and pretty much they owe me to be able to give me those benefits. What do you guys think about that?
No.
It was funny because I listened to that short. I think it was Thursday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I hate to say, but I kind of giggled and laughed when I heard it, because it's like saying, hey, if that's the case, if I impregnated a lady at 16, you mean to tell me I got access to her for the rest of my life? Really? So,
well, that's what some people think.
Some people think they have the privilege. They have special privileges.
No,
they feel like I'm the baby mama, I'm the baby daddy. I should be able to. I'm the one that, especially if you ended up being her first.
That's what I'm saying. Like I said,
you ended up being
her at 16, so I would be her first. So I got access to her for the rest of her life. No, that ain't gonna happen. Your next girlfriend ain't gonna let that happen. Your next boyfriend ain't gonna let that happen. And anyway, if you guys were married and got a divorce, is it gonna happen? Really? You might hate his guts. She might hate your guts. That ain't gonna go down like that. Hey, baby, I'm coming over tonight. What about that hormone payment? Give me my $500. Yeah, I want my alimony payment.
Well, some got a good physical relationship with one another, but can't stand being with each other. You know what I'm saying? It just don't work.
Yeah.
But they can get down in the bedroom like no other, right? And depending on their situation, maybe they single right now. You know, maybe they had some thoughts about you made them woo, woo, woo. Or because they the baby mama or the baby daddy, and they having some little thoughts. They feel like, well, shoot, you my baby mama. I should be able to come over there and hit that sometime.
No, 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 no.
Well, this is his or her status, right? I'm married. Now what? Could I come by still?
Some people be married and still want to come by to the baby mama, baby daddy, because the person they married to ain't cutting the rug like that.
That is fine, Mama.
So they remember who cut the rug. We couldn't get along and be together, but we did that well, and they feel that they got history, and they in sync like that. So that's they go to. I mean, it's just some things to think about. People are doing this, believe it or not.
Okay,
They are saying they got baby mama, baby daddy access for a lifetime.
Say this. Your man come to you, Donna. He come back to the house, and you like, where was you at? Where was you at? He said, oh, I was with Shay Shay, Shay Shay, what you doing with Shay? Come on, calm down. You know that's my baby mama. But you messing with it ain't no big deal. That's my baby mama. It don't matter because that's my baby mama.
Well, he ain't gonna tell that. He ain't gonna tell.
I'm telling it. I'm telling it.
He's being open and honest with you.
I'm with you. I'm with you. But that's my baby mama. You know how it is. I'm with you though. What you tripping
You ain't gonna tell it. You ain't gonna tell it.
Donna, you be surprised what these people say.
You ain't gonna tell it because you don't want to jeopardize losing the girl with.
Just so you don't seem naive, these folks is saying a lot of things to one another. These youngsters, you better these XYZs is not playing right now.
So you saying people are coming home telling their partner they with that I was with my baby mama.
When someone say, people are sitting, Donna, folks are saying, oh, you was with that so-and-so again. Well, it don't matter. You the one give me a hard time. And a lot of them, they stay right together. That's been going on before time. Yeah. Cut it out. That's been going on before time. Now it's just folks are more bold vocally, verbally. They're more open and direct. You better, man. I told you one of my professors in seminary said he make sure he go every month or whatever, he gonna get a compilation of rap songs, but he get the clean versions. He said, cause I gotta be up on what's happening. He had me rolling. But in other words, saying, you gotta look beyond from what you know or what you grew up with or whatever, or just you got what folks is doing, and these youngsters, these folks with the way they do things. Now, it's not saying that the way we do things is obsolete. No, that's the way we know how to function. But the way they know how to function, see, the thing is, it's their acceptance. You got women more. Now, you know how women used to sit around, I'll be, and all this and all that. Now, you got dudes and stuff talking down, and women are accepting it. You got women saying things to guys and talking crazy and calling them all kind of this, and dudes is accepting it. You got some dudes who can't even accept it, and they literally shooting women. So things so folks ain't hiding behind nothing. They ain't biting their tongue. They ain't trying to sugarcoat nothing. Now, I ain't saying that folks ain't still lying and things like that, But you got some folks who say, "Oh, what you worry about it? Don't you say nothing to her? Don't you say nothing to her? Or don't you say nothing to him?" And all this. You got women sitting up here pimping these dudes. I went to one of the restaurants I can't stand. My sister like going is IHOP. And man,
Must have been a Saturday night.
them folks was up in there looking here. And that she was telling him something she wouldn't told you. I told you, no, she talking to the other dude. She checking him out there in front of the place and telling him, he need to go in, go on about his business. And then she go back in and told him he needs to shut his ashtray
Wow.
up. He just needs to shut his ashtray up and go and sit down and order some food. And I say, boy, look at here right here.
That's what she told him.
She was checking them both, huh?
That's why we're about to have a woman president.
Wow. Wow.
Y'all better pay attention, man. I'm telling you, things is people are in ways just like it is what it is, because their reasoning is. And for some is because I'm binary, I'm pan, I'm whatever, and then other reasons,
There ain't no masculine or feminine roles.
Yeah, but I'm with you. See, it's you I love. It's just I'm attracted to them in this type of way.
Oh,
it's just this.
That's what they doing now. That's that they coming out just letting it be known that they still got access to baby mama, baby daddy. I mean, I can't fathom a woman telling her man that and he's gonna be okay with that.
Girl,
what man is gonna be okay with that?
They call them Garrett. What they call them? They henpecked.
Man gotta be. I mean, I'm not saying just women are okay with it, but what I'm saying is, what man is going to say, "Well, okay, dear."
He ain't gonna say that. He
You
gonna
and
keep
baby
his
daddy
mouth
can
shut.
do
He
y'all
gonna keep
thing.
his mouth
dear.
shut.
Yeah.
He's not gonna say that. He gonna keep his mouth shut and keep pecking at the seeds that she throw out to him.
Yeah.
Stop it. Donna, we know in real life. Stop it.
They just spokes in the wheel. They're interchangeable.
A baby daddy and a baby mama should not have life access because you have kids with them. I don't care what nobody say. That's my opinion. They should not have access for a lifetime and can just woo 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 when they want to for whatever reason outside of the kids.
Could you
Only supposed
imagine?
to be dealing with each other as far as the kids is concerned.
Could you imagine a baby mama? Okay, she got a baby daddy. Now the baby daddy come around, she do all kind of stuff for the baby daddy, even though they not together, because the baby daddy got another girl who he married to. But not only is he married to another girl, he got another side piece. Right? So or vice versa. It could be a woman. It could be a woman. She married to a guy and she got a side piece and she got a baby daddy.
You might pick a door, 1, 2, or 3, huh?
That's why being single is scary, and that's why
what that
so
got
many
to do with
diseases going on out here.
Wait, what that got to do with being single? That ain't single. They in a relationship. Ain't nobody single. Not even the two
that cannot
who
be
are
a
baby mama,
relationship.
baby daddy.
If your baby mama, baby daddy got access for a lifetime and you with somebody else, you ain't with that ain't no relationship you got.
No, it's a relationship. Now, the type of relationship or the toxicity of the relationship, that's different. But it's a relationship. It's all a relationship.
And you say that they just come out and tell each other what they doing.
I'm telling you, there's folks that know that someone else. We talk about it a lot of times.
Yeah.
See, we talk about the ones who agree. in open relationships. But we're talking about those who don't agree, but they still stay. They aware of. Come on, that's been going on before time. Come on. You know Uncle Joe got a family that's right behind the house that he lives in.
Around the corner.
So baby mama, baby
That's
daddy access
why we
lives
got that
on.
big old hole in the fence.
It lives on
Creeping.
forever. You
That's
might
where the
as
word
well. I
creeping came
mean,
in. He
they
creeped
got
on
it
the
going
side of the lot.
on. You got it going on.
Luther said
I mean, you ain't
Creeping.
gotta never. I mean, you got access to your baby mama and baby daddy forever, and you with somebody else.
some people feel it's a privilege.
Yeah.
They got privilege, and some people agree. That's the cool part. You have to. Yeah. Go ahead, Gary.
No, man.
Hold on, man.
Uh-oh. Gary got to get wifey's opinion. Baby daddy, baby mama access, Tanisha.
I think he's trying to get her to ask him something.
Outside of relationship.
Oh, tell her, Donna.
Okay, what part? You want me to tell them that? Oh, yeah.
Open relationship.
Yeah, they do.
What, the baby mama and baby daddy still have access to?
Jana has an open relationship.
Don't say the name.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't say her name. Wait,
Don't
wait.
say the name.
Allegedly.
Say it
Allegedly.
again, but say something else. Don't say her name.
Yeah, she said don't.
What's the person's name? I mean, don't say their name. Okay, so just say this woman has an open relationship. Gareth, don't be getting her tripped up like that.
Yeah, thank
No,
you.
you know what it was? The question was, do you think that if, say you got a baby daddy, that and you married to Gary, you
Because
think
he's
it's still cool?
trying to give it away and everything, and you guys,
Yeah, we can't give it all away.
See,
So
what would you? Donna said they.
So if you got a baby daddy and you in a relationship with somebody else,
Yeah, thank you, Donna.
if you got a baby daddy and you're in a relationship with somebody else, should that baby daddy be able to still come over and get it and hit it sometimes with you?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Donna.
Oh, they should?
No, they shouldn't.
Oh, they should.
She's saying thank you to the question.
For clearing it up.
Yeah, that's what we trying to see, say, Gary. Is it okay to still do that and you with somebody else?
If you, okay, if you with somebody, like, say, the baby mama or baby daddy, should you hit it with somebody else?
With your no. If you got a baby, say for instance,
and you still married to that person.
No, say for instance, you got 2 kids by another man, right?
Yeah.
But you with Gareth.
Yeah.
But you got a baby daddy.
Yeah.
So is it okay for that baby daddy of yours to have access and privileges to come and kick it with you sometime?
No.
Outside of the kids, he may want to go to bed with you. He may give you a little money, whatever it is he do.
No, because you married and that's not right. That's not,
because you got a husband. Well, what if Gareth was just your boyfriend and not your husband?
That still wouldn't be right because you with that person. You got to
tell that baby daddy, we only dealing with each other as far as the kids, but you can't have access to me.
Regardless if you married to that person or the boyfriend, you still with that person. So, I feel no, it's not right.
You would tell the baby daddy, hell no.
Yeah, yes, yeah,
It can't be like that because I'm with somebody else.
yes.
So it's not right for them to feel like they should have a certain privilege
Mm-hmm.
because they have kids with you. They should have a certain privilege to be able to get with you.
Still can be contact, because that person might wanna, hit it and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and you still with your husband or your boyfriend and stuff, and you can't be doing that. That's just.
But what if you and that baby daddy had a wonderful physical relationship, but everything else wasn't good? Y'all broke up, right?
Yeah.
And you and your partner is having some problems in that area. And baby daddy is pressuring you about, how we used to do.
I still wouldn't do it.
You got her on the
Not because
spot.
you're going to be on the couch tonight.
You got her. You can't be asking her them questions.
You're going to get in trouble.
You
got to, right answer. Right answer. Never do it. Don't do it. Don't think about it.
Garrett went to the closet
Yeah,
get a shotgun.
He thought about,
ain't nobody.
the name and everything, and you guys don't want to give out the name. You guys
tell him no. We want to hear his story, but in cases like that, when you're trying to bring up a real life, it's better to not use names.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to offend anybody. You don't know who's watching,
Yeah.
or if you come up with a name, make up a name. But still, it's best not to use names. Yeah. Don't use the real name.
See?
And don't use nothing that rhymes. The name Sally, don't say Al. Come up with Jessica or something.
What's the name?
Yeah, just
and if it's John, don't say John.
Yeah, don't say John. If it's Jack, John, Joe, don't even go in the J category. Stay out of it, okay?
Yeah, never rhyme with, because then they figure it out. They'll
figure it out, and then they gonna get Gareth, and he, they gonna be wanna,
pointing at you,
call y'all, and you his wife, so you accountable too. So it's a partnership, so they gonna get you too. Mm-hmm. So, but anyway, I'm liking I hope now. Did he understand the whole dynamic of what we talking about? Yeah. Baby mama, baby daddy access. Is it okay?
He wanted her to tell a story.
Like Donna
he wanted her to tell the story or something.
Like Donna said,
he wanted you to tell the story. Did you tell the story?
For me?
Gareth wanted you to tell us the story.
Gary wanted me to tell you guys the story. Yeah.
Okay, what happened? We didn't get it. You can tell us the story, just don't use the real name.
You can tell the
story. Somebody done pissed him off because he's still trying to use the name. Hey, make up a name, Gareth. Make up a name.
I don't think Gareth is good. He's not good with this.
He's trying to tell us the story.
Stephanie. He said the name Stephanie. You Stephanie.
Okay, Stephanie and somebody. Now what happened? Stephanie wanted to hit her boy baby daddy. She wanted to let her baby daddy hit it, and she was with somebody else.
Yeah. Now. Yeah, they already married.
Stephanie married.
Yeah, but she hit it with somebody else.
With her baby daddy or just another person?
Maybe men.
Her. Wait, okay, I got it. Her son's best friend.
Woo!
Her son's best friend.
Well, damn. That's the inquiring minds want to know for the next show.
That's another one.
Okay, y'all need to write in for that one because that
one sounds hot and heavy there.
Okay, so her son's best friend,
mm-hmm.
She hit it with him, but that ain't her baby daddy.
No,
she just hit it with him, but she married to Joseph.
Yeah.
Dang.
Now, did Joseph find out that she hit her son?
No, Joseph knows about it. He knows
Oh,
about
Joseph
it.
found out?
No, he already knew about it.
How he find out?
He a moon now. He a moon now.
Huh?
He a moon now.
He approved of it.
Oh,
Oh,
like an open relationship?
open.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He
what he
approved-
was saying.
He
Oh,
approved
okay.
that he
Got
approved. He approved, that it was okay for her to hit it with her son's best friend.
See, people do
Really?
anything. People do
So was
anything.
Joseph in the bedroom too, or it was just her and the son's best friend?
No.
Did Joseph watch it?
Did Joseph watch it?
No.
No.
He just knew about it and approved it. And him and Stephanie, is that her name? Him and Stephanie is back together. I mean, together
Yeah,
still.
they back together. They back together. They always been back together, but they dating other people.
Oh, they got an open relationship.
Yeah, and they still married.
Oh, they married with an open relationship.
Yes.
And that
Open
works for
marriage.
them.
Open marriage.
I mean, an open marriage.
Open, yeah.
Well, close the front door.
The door don't have to be closed.
And open up
Everybody
the
got
back,
access
because
to it.
somebody about to get kicked in the behind with this one. Hey, I mean,
You got
so
the yellow tape.
I mean, but they together and they, man.
Mhm.
Wait a minute.
They
I'm talking about this
together.
Mhm.
They together, and they have an open relationship. So it's
Mhm.
okay for her to date out of the marriage, and it's okay for him to date out of the marriage.
Mhm.
Out of the marriage. Yeah.
But long as they tell each other.
Yeah, man.
I guess.
So you come home, y'all sitting at the table having a T-bone steak and some wine, the music playing, and well, how was your day today, dear? Oh, I went on and did Jeffrey at lunchtime. He been trying to get at it, baby. We got an open marriage, and I went on. Well, how was it, dear? Oh, it was really good. Do he do it better than me? Well, yeah, kind of, sort of. He do it better than you, baby. And this is the conversation you having at the dinner table?
Well, I don't like your pork chops.
Yeah,
Anyway.
they are so like that.
I don't think I want to have that kind of conversation with my husband at the dinner table about he just did Stephanie in the bathroom at work.
Mhm.
I don't want to have it, period. Dinner table, couch, front
Anytime
yard.
at all, yeah.
Whoever, who,
Or he told me he was going to work and called off, and him and Stephanie went to the movies, and he went to her house, and babe, we gonna be open with each
But
other.
they already know they haven't, like Jeffrey already know,
he good. So he ain't worried about it. He already
not worried
know.
about it. And
They're,
she not worried
they're
about
in
it.
total agreement.
So,
They're in
yeah.
total agreement.
And
Do
I
they
guess,
still
I guess they talked about it before, they had an open relationship. They said, I guess they
what
must
tell
have
me
talked-
this?
they must have talked about it and said,
You know they get married.
before they got married or something. I don't know.
Or
Mhm.
during the
I
marriage? or
really don't
something?
keep up with them, so I don't know.
But do they ask Gareth, do they still clap as a couple? Do they still?
Oh, do they still do they still?
Ain't no, no.
He said as far as he knows.
It probably a turn on to them too. See, it probably adds, all this probably adds to their sexual relationship.
Yeah.
They get
So,
turned on by them doing other people.
Yeah.
and just the knowledge of coming back together. And some feel like no matter what else is going here, what we got, and that some people secure their relationships like that.
Mm-hmm.
Some people literally, you'll have one party who will cheat to strengthen the other one.
Yep. You
What
got
they need to do is get some
It's
books,
crazy.
prayer, and they
Some
need to learn
books.
some techniques and some
Don't get
tricks, and they need to be working on who they with.
it's,
They
love the
want
one
something
you
more
with.
than a person.
Or they need to get
Love
some
the one you
porn.
with.
You know, the bedroom is undefiled when you're married. So get you a couple of porn flicks, put it in there, turn it on, learn some tricks.
Wait. You gotta be
Nothing
careful.
like the real
You still
thing.
gotta be careful.
Wait,
You
guys.
Because
can't watch
you can
porn if you're
no no
married.
no you can, but see, this is the thing, you can watch it and you're watching the action. So a married couple that's watching
I
the
can't get
action,
turned on by it.
but when you're starting to fantasize about the person, now you're mentally engaging in someone
No, I just
else.
want to learn some tricks
Wait,
and I want to
I
do
heard
them on
you.
my person.
I heard you. I said there's nothing wrong. You just have to be careful not to fantasize about the person you see in the video, but to be more turned on by the action that is taking place. Like, ooh, they swinging off the chandelier, so that turning you on. Baby, let's swing off the chandelier. You know,
He is
or but other than that,
I like
you don't want to fantasize. We literally had this conversation in a men's Bible study, and that was what we were talking about. Watching porn with your wife. And for Christian men, it's fine to do things with you and your wife, or husband, whatever. The thing is, you cannot let it become where you are engaged. You're caught up into, ooh, I'm fantasizing off Gigi Venus the way, ooh, and you with
Well, the
somebody.
flesh is weak, John. If you're watching porn and you got
Wait a minute.
Pinky or somebody that you looking at with a big old booty, and you gonna get turned on by the flesh.
Oh, wait a minute. The
Come
flesh
on
is
now.
weak.
You gonna get
Let's not
turned
use
on
that
because the
as an
booty big.
excuse. Let's use that as an excuse. See, the thing is, you have a decision. You have a decision. You make the decision. So I go to the supermarket and check this out,
Thank
Donna,
you,
and go
Kanisha.
another one for you. And I see Gigi. I got, what do you say? Judy got a big old butt. What's that
Oh
song you know?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she does.
Oh yeah.
Benita got a big old butt. Okay.
Oh
And
yeah.
check out. And then when I tell you how I was hitting that big old butt, and you say, what you talking about? And I say, well, the flesh is weak.
No, just the fact that Gigi big old butt has made you feel a certain manly way.
So it'll be okay
She's
then.
arousing you.
So when I come home, like we had the previous conversation, and tell you I didn't hit Benita's big old butt, and I say, and you should understand and be okay with it because the flesh is weak.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't know. This is to be continued. Gareth, I want to appreciate you and wifey sharing Stephanie and Joseph's story. That was very enlightening. I'm going to continue this next week about the open relationships in the marriage, because I know open relationships is a hot topic when it comes to folks that's just dating. But when you're talking about in the marriage, and like John was just saying, certain things that you can do to stimulate things in the marriage as far as pornography and stuff like that. But like he say, if you're using those tools to learn new tricks and things that you do on each other, that's one thing. But if you're watching it and getting turned on and fantasizing about the person in the porn, then you're overstepping boundaries.
Yeah.
But my thought is, usually those type of things will turn a person on to some aspect, just watching the act, Whether you're learning tricks, you're watching the act, the flesh begins to rise, right? With the flesh rising because you're watching the act.
Oh, wow.
It does. Some
Going
people
up,
get
huh?
very, very turned on watching
Okay.
porn. It doesn't mean that they're gonna go and do things with, but this person, their sexiness, their body, the way they move, the way they moan, the way they all these things is turning this man or this woman on. So that's a very fine line. Even though you may put it on pause and turn over to your mate and go beast mode on them, you still got turned on by watching this fleshly treat.
But see, that's what I just said. You watching the action and engaging into the individual because you being attracted to the individual, then that's something you should not be doing. Because then not only do you have to check yourself about watching porn like that and getting caught up in the person. So that means when you're laying with your wife, you're imagining or fantasizing about the person you watched. But when you're looking at the action and I'm picturing me and the one I'm with, that's a different thing. I see the chandelier. Ooh, I want to swing off the chandelier with my baby. You know what I'm saying? Because I done been to a point to where, hey, I like how my baby shape is. You dig what I'm saying? So I done seen somebody with some clothes, with some pants or this little outfit. It's like a little short jacket thing or whatever. And the first thing I thought is, ooh, that'll look good on my girl. So there's nothing wrong with that. So it's the same thing. I'm watching porn. Ooh, me and my baby, and I'm already, and see, you got to already have that desire for that person. See, if you don't have no desire, porn ain't no place you should be watching with each other, because then your
Porn
focus
is a
gonna
very
go to
fine,
somewhere else.
thin line,
But
John.
they have a lot of married couples, and this is something what I'm telling you, even Christian couples that actually engage with each other and they don't have no problem. What it is, it causes them, like you just mentioned earlier, they see new things or certain ways about what they want to do with each other, not with anyone else. They
So,
want
like
to
in
engage
Garrett's
with each
situation with
other.
Stephanie and Joseph being open to do what they do with other people and maybe come back together really excited to bring these new things to the table. Well, these other people that they did things with, they still broke the law. They still, even though they bringing stuff home, they still went out and committed adultery with someone else.
Yeah, but see, that's true, and that's you're
Even
telling
though
the
they gave the approval
you
to do
no,
it.
but see, you're looking at that's two different views. You got to look at that's two different points. So if we're in a debate, the first point is they broke the marriage law or contract or adultery. They committed adultery, infidelity, whatever. That is true. That point there, Dean, you would get a bill, whatever you argue that. The next point now is that they agree. That's a separate point from that they committed adultery. The point is that there were in an agreement that they will see other people. So therefore, whatever morals that we may have, we look at things in a relationship, they have in their morals. And their morals is this is what we do, and we're not bothered by it. And we come together and we be with each other. And not only that, we go be with these other people. And that's just
But
how
that's
they
not
operate.
correct in the law of the land. But anyway, we're gonna talk
Well,
about it
we
next
not,
week.
but we're not talking about prosecuting them for breaking some law of the land. We're talking
No, we're not
about
gonna prosecute them, but I
a
mean,
decision that they made
we got to
in
look
their
at what's right and
relationship.
what's wrong. What's right and what's wrong when it comes to the marriage covenant. But we're gonna get at you next week about that because I can't wait to talk about this further. And we're gonna start it off really early in the show so that we can get juicy with it, okay? Because this is let me say, Yeah, open relationships in marriage and watching porn as a couple, the stimulation and the desire that it brings and the fleshly temperature rising that it creates, and you bring it to your spouse.
I would give you something else to add to it. You could do your research. Couples who shop together for sexual toys or items.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so then there you go. The porn falls right into that.
No, it don't.
What? Oh Lord, okay.
Don't get her started, John.
Because
Yeah,
okay, we
that's
we
why
gonna
I
okay.
kept my
No,
mouth
that's
shut.
3 topics
I
next
kept
week.
quiet.
Open
Okay.
relationships in
It's not
marriage,
it's not open. It's
watching
not 3
porn as a
topics.
married couple, and
Yeah.
couples who shop for toys
Well,
together
actually, that in the videos because
in the hotsy
some
store.
buy toys and watch videos. Hello.
We gonna talk. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk
Hey.
about it on the Donna Smith Show.
VR, write that down. They got VR porn for couples.
You know what, John? Quit adding to the list.
No, they do.
Quit adding to the list.
They got porn. No, check this out. They got porn where you wear a VR device and you watch it, and they even got the 3D where you can have the 3D glasses. And if you look at the screen without it, it look crazy. It look like this crazy screen. They got and it's animation. They got grown men who watch or grown folks who watch animation porn.
Okay. Ain't
You
nothing
heard
wrong
of
with that.
anime? You heard of anime?
Ain't nothing wrong with that as long as they not getting turned on by the person and want to bang them.
That's what they're doing. They're getting turned on by a cartoon. Oh, see, we need to stop. You're not recording anymore, right?
Yes, I am. Grown folks, we're gonna see you guys next week. We do appreciate you joining in. Table Talk Grown Folk with Donna Smith and her panel. Next week, join us because we're gonna finish this hot topic right here. Actually, a couple of hot topics. And next Sunday will be our show. We're gonna be here. What's next Sunday? The 24th?
Caramel and fudge.
What's going on the 24th? Did I have something going on? No. Anyway, for now, the show is next Sunday, the 24th. If that changed, I'll be letting you guys know, but that's what we're going to do. I appreciate you being here tonight. We just love bringing you the heat, talk about these grown folk topics. Thank you, my lovely panel. Yeah, man, you threw a curveball in that one, my brother. But it's making me go, All right. Thank you, guys. See you next week.